Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. On this channel I speak about perfumes, so if this is something that you're into, then please subscribe. And today in this video I would like to review two new perfumes by Parfums de Nicolai. And the first perfume is Macaron Bourbon and the second perfume is Saint Honore. So I found out about this niche French house from Lucky Scent and I decided to try it out because these perfumes sounded like something I might like, and also it's three new perfumes, three new gourmands, and it just sounded really good, so I decided to give it a shot. And unfortunately the Lucky Scent was out of the samples of Pavlova, so I haven't tried that, but I'm gonna probably try it in the future. But for now I just want to review these new perfumes for you guys. And I would like to start with Macaron Bourbon, and I'm not sure why this perfume is called this way because it doesn't smell like dessert to me. Maybe it smells like some specific dessert that I haven't tried, but this does not smell like a gourmand perfume to me. It doesn't smell like a dessert or some kind of sweet. Yes, it is sweet, but it's like sweet in a perfumey way. So first and foremost, this perfume for me is rose perfume. There's a very prominent note of rose in the opening and throughout the life of this scent, and so it opens up with like a blast of spicy type of rose, jammy rose. The rose here reminds me of rose in Roses Vanille and Lettre de Pushkar. It's same kind of like jammy, kind of like edible type of rose. It's not fresh, it's not dark, it's just very jammy and sweet. Maybe that's why it's kind of like in the gourmand territory, but I would still say that it smells perfumey, not like food. It does not smell like dessert. And together with rose in the opening, I can smell just a hint of Rome and Davana. Like there's something slightly boozy in this fragrance, but it's not very boozy. It's just like a slight hint of booziness. And then there's also Davana that spices up the rose. So overall, I think it's pretty spicy and slightly boozy in the opening, and rose is like the queen of the show. And as the fragrance dries down, there's more cinnamon that's coming out, but it's also just a hint of cinnamon because I've said in my previous videos that usually cinnamon overpowers like the whole fragrance for me, but it's not the case here. It's just a small touch. It's not a lot of cinnamon, so don't be worried that the cinnamon is gonna overtake the rest of the nose. No, it does not. And in the dry down, I smell vanilla, amber, like something slightly woody. So I would say that this is a very nice perfume. Like it's not what I expected, to be honest, because I expected it to be slightly more sweet, slightly more gourmand, and it is more on a spicy, rosy type of side. So to me it's like a floral, spicy gourmand maybe, but more so floral and spicy, not so much gourmand. So I like this, but this is not what I expected, but still nonetheless it's very good perfume. And if you like rose scents, and if you like Roses Vanille, and if you like Lettre de Pushkar, I think you're gonna like this perfume, but be ready for like slight amount of booziness and spiciness. And the next perfume is Saint Honore, and this one I liked more. I think it's very interesting scent. I haven't tried scent like that before. So it opens up with like pepper. There's quite a bit of pepperness and there's a slight hint of bergamot, but it's not a lot. The most prominent note in the opening is the hazelnut, and not just hazelnut, it smells like Nutella, but it smells like a perfumey kind of Nutella. It's not like edible type of Nutella that you smell in Le Gourmand, for example, or the recent nutty perfume Mirage Gourmand. Like those two perfumes for me are complete like food-like type of perfumes, and I'm not a fan of them. But this one, it's still like in this perfumey territory. You can still say that this is a perfume. You smell like a perfume. You did not just come out of bakery and you smell like bakery, and I like it a lot more. I started appreciating the perfumey quality in gourmand scents because I feel like if we're wearing like expensive perfume, if we're wearing perfume like a piece of art, why should we smell like food? You know, like you can smell like food by just cooking at home. So this is just my 2 cents, and I really appreciate this quality in this perfume, that it still smells like a perfume, but even though it's very sweet and very Nutella-like, but it's also like very kind of, there's air in this perfume. There is air in the Nutella. It's very light and like airy type of Nutella, so it is very pleasant to my nose, and there is a slight hint of milkiness, which I really like. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you know that sometimes like my chemistry just does not work with milky type of scents, but here like it works really well. Like it doesn't smell like spoiled or rotten milk. It smells really good, and this milkiness dilutes the Nutella smell, dilutes the nuttiness, you know, that there's still something else besides the nuttiness, because like if it was just the hazelnut, I feel like it would be just way too much, and it's not too much, so I really like it. And also the pepper goes here really well because it kind of like gives this perfume a kick as something unique, because it's not your typical gourmand. There is something more about this scent, and it reminds me slightly of Blanche Bête, but Blanche Bête is way more lactonic and way less nutty. So if you want less lactonic and more nutty Blanche Bête, then you should try this scent. I think it's really pleasant. It smells super good. It kind of smells like some kind of high-end bakery, but again, like in a perfumey way, not like in an edible type of way, not in a food type of way. So I think that if you like gourmand scents, but you want something more sophisticated than just like a regular food smell, then you might like this perfume. In the dry down, there's vanilla, sandalwood, and amber, and musk, I think. So it dries down very beautifully to like a slightly sweet scent with the hazelnut still there. Like it goes to the background when the fragrance dries down, but still there, and it's still prominent, but it's just a lot more subdued and a lot more in the background. The longevity on both of these perfumes is pretty good. Like they lasted good 6 to 7 hours on me, so I have no complaints about that, and they are pretty projecting, so also I have no complaints about that. Overall, I'm really happy that I have tried 2 new perfumes from this house, Parfums de Nicolai. I've never tried perfumes from this house before, and I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm liking both of these scents. But of course I prefer the Saint Honore, but it's just because it's my personal preference. I think they're both good, and you guys should give them a shot if you have a chance. Just get a sample from Lucky Scent, because it's the good way to try new scents without breaking a bank. I really hope that my review was helpful for you guys and that you were able to form your opinion on these 2 scents, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!